Crystal, all in between. Unfortunately, he goes down, gets picked up, the finish comes through as well. Elam, Zeke are some of the most important things early on in the game to set you up for the rest of your game.
And Schneider just going to try and make something happen here in his game, rocking that beautiful skin. I still don't have. Wits just eats the front end of his barrel. And that's just going to spell the end for them.
Yeah, this is also a little bit of a comment on following up with your elims. The shield bubble gets thrown, but you can always counteract that by getting in and personal. So easily picking that elim up plus some extra loot. We talk about it, right? Mid-games. When you're rotating off of your loot path, you think about different things. Stuff happens so where your trio is split. You see a lot of that here. One-off elims where trios are kind of trying to catch up to each other or get back to the same game plan. Before Zone 5, that's the hardest to see. Now, one of the best box fighters and the kind of pop-off factor of the trio of Clicks, Crims, and Spades, Crims has very nice supporting play from the shadows to come in and confirm elims whenever he is needed in support with his trio. Knifer now, one person we talked about who's on top of the leaderboards at the moment, is going to come through. We'll see his kind of fight style of patience, staying back with his trio, waiting, watching, and then reacting. Go Saf now, one of the veterans, the mid-ground tarp. This is why it's so good to stay mid-ground and utilize elims, you can see, from the storm. You have an entire wall to base your actual sightlines off of. If you see the blue, that fight is basically for you in those moments. You just look back, tack SMG, builds, doesn't matter. I'm gonna follow through, I'm gonna get those big shots down. Speaking about big shots, the guys who won the actual entire lobby, Vivid, Sizzlucky, Chap, let's see how they broke down their middle to end game engagements. Right now, we saw this peak yesterday. Lupo had a lot of comments on it. The double 3 square peak from your box offers so much utility on actual protection when you're looking at what's going on, and it translates you to get to this moments of your game, right? Going for an actual knockdown and a quick reaction as well, showing that Chap still has got what it takes to move around really fast up with the young competition. Zay, you know, one big person to actually fight when it comes to those mid-game box fights. In the end game, Chap reigns victorious with that 200 pump, then dropping down. I think Brazil still does this in the best way in terms of waterfalling and getting people as they come down towards the ground. But NA East variation depends once again a lot on patience, right? They wait till the absolute last moment. Inspire's down there with someone else. They let that fight finish before they drop down first. That's kind of the older style of play you used to see in earlier seasons, right? You might not be able to maximize points, but you get that win regardless. The placement being so much more important. And then Chap waiting around for the angle, any type of contingency to get in, get the drop down elim, and get their win.